أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا الشمس كورت وإذا النجوم انقدرت وإذا الجبال سيرت وإذا الإشار أطلت وإذا الوحوش حشرت وإذا البحار سجرت علمت نفس ما قدمت وأخرت صدق الله العلي العظيم. Second year class for lecture number 8, essential thing. Several questions in the mind. Water concentration becomes more, how it is balanced. Temperature is up to normal level, how it will be balanced. Any nitrogenous waste component is more, how it will be balanced. And less developed animals, the animals which are vertebrates like aquatic animals and freshwater animals, the marine animals who are living in the sea water, the salts, extra salts goes into the fishes. Fishes should be killed. The marine animals, they should teleos, they should be killed. Bony fishes, they should be killed. You know, group of the fishes which you will study in the classification of the vertebrates. I would like to tell you the waste products which are present. Salt become waste product when that is excess in amount. How it will be balanced in the body, this is a question mark. Everything is under control. That something is going on, some system is going on, some balance system is going on. Nervous system is controlling, or some glands are controlling. They are maintaining the concentration in a normal amount, in a required amount. If excess amount is present, that is coming out. If some animals need water, some animals remove water, some animals need salts, but some animal removes extra salts. How it will be balanced? This is a question, because you know, when you are living in the especially in aquatic habitat, so in marine animals, so they have specific things to control. So I would like to define the animals into two groups, and you will see there are some simple animals, there are some complex animals. Life starts from simple animal to complex animal. The simple animal, the aquatic animal. Little bit complex animals, those are the marine animals, and the marine animal little bit complex. And about the marine animals, I would like to tell you one thing: they can maintain their body temperature. If I will divide the phylum chordates into several groups like class Amphibia, class Reptilia, class Aves, the class Pisces, you will see from the less developed animals, they are unable to maintain the body temperature. They are unable to maintain their balance. There is no any specific organs to maintain their water concentration, but they will be able to still adjust in the habitat. How? This is a question mark which I would like to explain these points. And especially the developed animals, they have the specific structure. I would like to name those organs which you did not listen early anywhere. Rectal glands, these are amazing organs in some fishes. They are removing the excess of the salts. Did you listen the gills? Of course you listen the gills for respiration, but I would like to tell you gills are not involved in respiration only. They are involved in excretion of salts as well. So they are moving, they are playing the role of the kidney as well. So you will see that I would like to tell you these things. First of all, I would like to define two terminologies. Two terms are very important. Look here. Some animals who can maintain their water temperature, and they have specific organs. If anything is extra, if anything is less, they will balance themselves. What is the example? Human being is one of the best example. If you study the structure of kidney, I will teach you, and I will confirm you by naming two hormones, aldosterone and antidiuretic hormone, which is coming from hypothalamus, and they are going to the, especially the aldosterone, which is going to the ascending hindus lobe, and it is absorbing the sodium ion concentration from the kidnephron and bring back to the blood, so that sodium ion concentration should not be less in the blood, because you know sodium ion concentration is required in the nervous system. In creating the action membrane potential and the resting membrane potential, we have to study action membrane potential as well in this book. Okay, it means that if water concentration is more in the body, what will happen? Aldosterone will come from the hypothalamus. Aldosterone is a hormone. It is called antidiuretic hormone. Anti mean against, di mean removal, uretic mean urine. Urine is not important, water is important. So water is being absorbed once again from the collecting duct of the nephron. collecting duct of the nephron, the last part of the nephron, the distal tubule of the part of the nephron, extra water is being absorbed. So water body is maintaining the water concentration itself. It is being controlled by the brain. The brain is a thermostat. It is maintaining the water concentration. It is maintaining the temperature concentration by giving the order to pituitary gland, that is secreting the ADH, that is secreting the aldosterone, absorbing the sodium ions or not absorbing the sodium ions, absorbing the water or not absorbing the water ion concentration. So these animals who have control system, homeostasis, control system, maintaining everything, just like thermostat of oven, just like thermostat of refrigerator, just like the thermostat of AC, the temperature is being maintained automatically. When temperature achieved, it will be closed automatically. Such are developed animals, such are developed devices, and such developed devices are osmoregulators. They are osmoregulators. They are osmoregulators. So osmoregulators are maintaining the water concentration. And how they are maintaining the water concentration? They are absorbing the water molecules from the nephron if it is required more in the body. Similarly, if you will see, I would like to tell you some further one more slide I would like to leave. Marine animals. No, marine animals, they are showing osmoregulation. They are maintaining the water concentration. So two examples I have given to you. One example is the marine animal. One example I have given from the human being. So human being is maintaining water concentration by different mechanism, which we will discuss. But marine animals also little developed, more than freshwater animals. They are maintaining the water ion concentration, and they are maintaining water concentration by a unique mechanism. If you are attentive, I will tell you this point. This point is a key point of today's session, which I am going to tell you. If you are listening as a biological student, if you are listening since many months, that urea is a nitrogenous waste component in the human body, and urea ammonia is the chief nitrogenous waste component, which changes into urea by the urea cycle in the liver. Urea removal is a very necessary. If the urea will increase in the body, it will cause coma, it will cause several type of disorders, several diseases, and the persons cannot remain alive, and the kidneys are not performing the proper function. You know that. But I am going to give you one example of such chemical compound in the marine fishes. Look at the balance system creator made. The chemical compound which is harmful for our body, urea, this is harmful for the living thing. I'm not talking about the plants, I'm talking about the animals. In one animal, the urea nitrogenous waste component is harmful. Similar nitrogen containing chemical, trimethylamine oxide, TMAO word I will use again and again, trimethylamine oxide. This is the nitrogenous molecule which became useful for the marine fishes. They are blessed, because you know, when this nitrogenous component is present, this nitrogenous molecule trimethylamine oxide, the word I am using, which you will understand, and this will be helpful in the future, because it stabilizes the protein. It will not damage the sequence of amino acid of the protein. Why urea is harmful for the human body? Because it will damage the sequence of amino acid of the protein. The protein will denature. Protein structure will damage. We cannot survive. But trimethylamine oxide, instead of destabilizing protein, it will stabilize protein. Mean it will protect the protein molecules which are formed in our body. So that is very good idea in the fishes, the creator thought trimethylamine oxide. Now question is, such molecules are important. Why? Such molecules containing nitrogen which are useful for the fishes, why they are important? I am going to tell you one thing. Listen me carefully. Trimethylamine oxide is present in the fish. What will happen? Trimethylamine oxide is a solute concentration. The solute concentration more, water concentration will be less. Do you know the solution we discussed? Do you know the solution when solute concentration is more, water concentration is less? Yes, hypertonic solution. Solute more, solvent less, hypertonic solution. Do you know what will be the solution in the habitat, in the surrounding habitat? If the solution is hypertonic inside, what will be the solution outside? That solution will be the hypotonic solution. Of course, at one side hypertonic solution, and the other side hypotonic solution. So what is the composition of the hypotonic solution? The water concentration more, the solute concentration less. So what will happen? You guess yourself. You will get the answer why trimethylamine oxide is becoming the unique molecule in the marine animals like teleost, like bony fishes, and it is also called osmolytes. Are you watching osmolytes in the slide? I should highlight osmolytes. Now I am defining a terminology. Osmolytes, the molecules which maintain the water concentration. Question is once again there. Trimethylamine oxide, in spite of harming the body, how it is maintaining the water concentration? This is the question. I would like to tell you. I will discuss the same discussion which I am doing. Hypertonic and habitat inside the fish. Hypotonic habitat outside the fish. Hypotonic habitat outside. What will happen? Water concentration more outside, water concentration less inside. What will happen? The water will flow from the high concentration to low concentration, and water concentration will be balanced in the body. Means these are osmoregulators. Such fishes are osmoregulators. They are maintaining the water concentration, and they are maintaining by using some techniques. They are using the techniques of keeping nitrogenous molecule inside the body. They are maintaining the water concentration by active transport. I will give you example of some active transport as well. What is about the osmoconformer? Very simple animals. They will not do anything. Everything will be done according to habitat. For example, if hypotonic habitat is there, hypertonic inside is there, water will flow from hypotonic to hypertonic. This condition will continue until isotonic achievement will be there. Mean solute concentration inside the fish, inside the animal, and outside the animal will remain constant, and it will remain constant. And when the solute concentration inside the body and solute concentration outside the body will remain constant, such solution is called isotonic solution, and it will continue the movement of the solute, movement of the water molecule will continue to flow from high concentration to low concentration in osmoconformer until the isotonic habitat will be achieved. So this is interesting that osmoconformer, they are depending upon the habitat. So it is very easy to tell. You can tell very easily, sir, what is the condition inside the osmoconformer? Isotonic. No, sir, it was hypertonic. No, hypertonic. Reason is that whatever the hypotonic will remain. The molecules flow from high concentration to low concentration. When 50% solute and the solvent concentration will remain balanced, the movement of the molecule will finish. But this condition will not occur in osmoregulator, because osmoregulator will use energy, will use the pumps, will use the techniques like trimethylamine oxide. They will use the osmolytes, they will use the rectal gland, they will use the gills, they will use the kidneys, they will use the antidiuretic hormone, they will use the aldosterone, and they will not be concerned what is the condition inside the body. They will be concerned the condition is balanced inside the body. So question is that simple animals, how they survive? They survive. Reason is that their body is very simple. They did not require much salts. So what will happen? And salt is coming from high concentration to, because when the complex animals are there, the phenomena become complex. Like in the human body, the nervous system become complex. The message is transmitted by the nerve impulse and some potentials which I will teach you. That is very interesting topic of action membrane potential. And definitely you need sodium ions. So sodium ion will be absorbed by the aldosterone hormone. So osmoconformer, osmoregulator is over the topic. We'll go back to another slide, but before that I would like to tell you the definition of osmoconformer and osmoregulator. Look here, the osmoconformer and osmoregulators, once again I will define. The osmoconformer are the animals which are depending upon the habitat, and habitat means the molecules which are coming from outside to inside, and the molecules which are coming from inside to outside on the basis of concentration gradient. What is the concentration gradient? Concentration gradient mean that they are just moving from high concentration to low concentration. So osmoregulator, osmoconformer, you are watching osmoconformer, osmoregulators. So osmoregulators, we are osmoregulators because we are maintaining the water concentration, and osmoconformers are the animal. Mostly these animals are hagfishes, and there you can see mixine. These are some examples you will study in classification of the fishes of these animals. Don't worry about the names because you will study these animals, but definitions you have to understand. The animals which can maintain their internal habitat, they can maintain their water concentration, they can maintain their nitrogenous waste concentration, they can maintain their even digestive waste concentration by themselves, by energy, by pumps, by molecules, by glands, by hormones, by glands, by gills, by some techniques like trimethylamine oxide in some fishes. Such animals are called osmoregulator, and the animals which cannot maintain their body temperature and they are just depending upon the concentration gradient. And they are the osmoconformer. They are the osmoconformer. Osmoconformers you're watching. The osmoconformer spelling the animals which cannot maintain their body temperature. Osmoconformer study is very easy. Therefore, we will not discuss much osmoconformer because this is very simple. Because if 70% water is outside and 30% water is inside, then what will happen? What will happen? The water start flowing from outside to inside. So until that, which percentage will be in the last? The percentage will be 50% in both sides. 50% water inside, 50% water outside, and this flow will be stopped because there is no energy required. This is just like a water flowing down the concentration gradient from high concentration to low concentration. Is this valid for water only? No, it is valid for solute concentration as well. It is valid for salt concentration as well. Salt will also flow like that. It will also flow from the high concentration to the low concentration. So that will be an idea. To maintain the balanced concentration in simple animals, osmoconformer, and the invertebrates. Yes, this is the important one. This is the important one. Invertebrates. Look here. Two groups of the animals, invertebrates and vertebrates. If you are just thinking that which group is evolving from the other, invertebrate it will be a simple group of the animal. Vertebrate is a developed group of the animal. By this way, you will get idea. Invertebrate, a simple body, simple cells. Number of the cells are less, the modification of the systems are less. So what will happen? Osmoconformer don't need to maintain the body temperature and water. That water is in even the 50% ratio will be there, the animal will survive. When the complexity level will high, like class Mammalia, class Pisces, class Amphibia, class Reptilia, class Ostrichthys fishes group, I am telling you, you will study in this book. Class Chondrichthyes, these group of the fishes, this group of the Amphibia, Reptilia, Mammalia, human being, the large brain, mammals, the cranium, craniata, vertebrates, they should develop the osmoregulatory organs. We have developed the osmoregulatory organs. The kidneys are osmoregulatory organs. Fishes have developed the osmoregulatory organs. Rectal glands and kidneys are moving. Their gills are moving extra solute concentration, and they are absorbing the water as well, sometimes by active transport. What is active transport? The movement of the molecules from the low concentration to high concentration by using the energy. So this is important to note. When you will use active transport, you need energy. When you will use diffusion, and you don't need energy, so osmoconformer, osmoregulators. We go back to some information about the trimethylamine oxide. Yes, this is the molecule which is just like playing role of hero in the fishes, because that becoming so crucial in some fishes, so important in the fishes. Look at the molecule I'm highlighting. You can say TMA or trimethylamine oxide, consisting of nitrogen molecule. Normally nitrogenous waste components are very harmful for the living things. Ammonia in our body is very harmful for us. That changes to urea. Urea is still harmful but less harmful, and we remove the urea in the form of the urine, and TMAO become useful for the fishes because that will not damage the protein. That will not damage the protein, that will stabilize the protein, and stabilization of the protein will take place. The protein balance system will be there, and the protein balance system will be there. TMAO will maintain the water concentration. Now question is, once again I will tell you, sir, how the TMAO maintain the water concentration in the fishes? Look here, I will give you one point. Solute concentration more, solute concentration more, solute concentration more, TMAO. You are watching the word TMAO. TMAO, trimethylamine oxide, trimethylamine oxide. What is happened? This is osmolytes. I was telling you this name, osmolytes. I know you want to know the mechanism. What is the advantage of keeping trimethylamine oxide as a useful component in the fishes? It will be present in the osmoconformer or osmoregulator? In the osmoregulator. So sir, aldosterone also helping in maintaining the water concentration. So aldosterone also maintaining the water concentration in the fishes. No, this is present in the human being. This is present in the mammalia, class mammalia. Fishes are not the mammalia. Fishes are simple but developed animals. So they need osmolytes. They need osmolytes. So sir, how they maintain the water concentration? How they maintain the trimethylamine oxide? How the water concentration is maintained by trimethylamine oxide? I will tell you the point once again. Look here. TMAO more in the body because fishes are making and present in the body. It is not damaging the body. It is useful for the body. Even not useful, not harmful is the main point. It is a nitrogenous molecule. Normally nitrogenous waste component is explosion for the living thing. This is not explosion. It is not damaging the protein molecule. It is not damaging the sequence of the amino acids in the protein molecule. So this is blessed molecule, osmolytes. If they are more, solute is more, water is less. It is opening the way of the water moving from high concentration to low concentration, and required amount will be fulfilled by keeping this molecule in the fish. Is amazing. I will tell you once again. Solute more. You want to make hypertonic solution inside the fish. How you will make? You need solute. Fish is made solute himself. Fish is made solute himself. What is the name of the solute? Trimethylamine oxide. Trimethylamine oxide. That's more, water less. Hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution and hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution, and what will happen? The outside solution will be, it never happen a hypertonic inside and a hypertonic will be out. It never happen. If inside the hypertonic, outside of course will be hypotonic. Hypotonic means water more, solute less. So water will flow down the concentration gradient from outside to inside. Similarly, just like aldosterone is maintaining the water concentration in our body. So osmoregulators, marine teleost. Yes, I was naming the bony fishes. So these will be the discussions we will do in the next lecture as well. But one thing I would like to tell you, which is marine animals maintain osmoregulation by keeping osmoregulation. And osmoconformer definition I told you, osmoregulator definitions I have told you, and this was lecture number 8 for the second year class. I am switching towards excretory system of the human body. I am making the basis. Terrestrial animals also lose water due to hypotonic nature. We are terrestrial living thing. We are not animals, but we can say in under category of the animal in the biological language, we release water. You know that we sweat. Raining is going on, but normally in the summer weather we sweat and water concentration evaporate from the skin, and we need deficiency of the water. Who fulfill the deficiency of the water? Aldosterone will more absorb from the nephron. And similarly, descending endless loop, if you studied in the 10th class, I will tell you once again, water will be more absorbed. By two ways, water will be more absorbed. We will be thirsty more. Hypothalamus center, the osmoregulatory center, will send us the message to drink more water. So these will be a compensatory package to fulfill the requirement of the water in the class mammalia, mean in the human being. This discussion will continue to maintain the balance. Very interesting. Very interesting. If you are making any machine, so you will maintain the temperature. If the temperature will be more than the normal, definitely that machine will be failed. And even in electricity system in the homes, and even in the mechanical system in the vehicles, everything is made in such a way that work normally. But your body also a super machine. Work normally, water concentration remain always constant, and the nitrogenous waste component always normal constant. But there are some mechanisms, some complicated mechanisms, which we are going to discuss in the next sessions as well. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.